The sound of protest.
Stop the deportation!
The number of revoked student visas continues to rise.
The sound of a crash. Historic fall of the Dow, what it means for you. More on this story.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV Nightly News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on ntTV Nightly News. I'm Valentina Rojas.
And I'm Edison Stewart. Tonight, the university is monitoring the immigration status of all of our international students after a surprise announcement yesterday afternoon. The Department of Homeland Security has revoked the visas of 27 University of North Texas students.
Dr. William Joyner, Vice Chair of the Faculty Senate, told ntTV News there's little information about the government's move.
We don't know anything else. There's nothing other to know or say at this time unless and until we can get some further clarification. That's all I have.
The UNT administration says 8 of the affected students are undergraduates, while the remaining 19 are grad students. UNT is not alone in this situation. Several other colleges nationwide are reporting similar events on their campuses. This all comes as the Trump administration takes aim at hundreds of foreign-born college students.
Students at the University of Chicago are in shock after 3 current undergrad students and 4 recent graduates had their visas revoked. According to CNN, the University of Chicago confirmed the revocations on Wednesday, leaving other international students worried they might be next.
The University of Chicago now joins several other institutions nationwide, including Northwestern and the University of Illinois Chicago, that are wondering why the sudden visa termination. Officials are offering legal support, but no clear explanation has been given. Many see this as a troubling trend that could affect free expression on student campuses. And in California, students gathered yesterday to protest recent revocation of F-1 visas on their campus. The protest started at the library and marched all the way to the federal building downtown, where students delivered messages to federal immigration judges. This was after the fact that 5 of the students had their visas revoked with no notice, and one of the students was detained and deported at the border. The USCD chancellor put a statement out on Friday saying the university did not receive a warning and is directing students to support groups for help. In addition to the students' visas getting revoked, the Department of Homeland Security is starting to screen the social media of immigrants who applied for citizenship. U.S. citizenship and immigration officials will consider anti-Semitic content a negative factor when determining their status. This was after the State Department ordered all U.S. embassies to screen the social media activity of certain students' visa applications to see if the indicated support for terrorist organizations was there. That's all I have for you, so back to you at the desk, Val.
Thanks, Edison. The other major national story we are following is all about the economy, stock prices. The Dow fell 1,000 points today in one of the most dramatic free falls in years. The drop wiped out nearly all the gains from yesterday's historic rally. These wild swings in the market are reactions to the Trump administration tariffs on nearly all goods coming into this country. The turmoil is causing economic headaches around the world, and economic experts here in the United States say that they will be seeing higher prices very soon. So just how much will these tariffs or taxes on products cost you? New researchers from economic experts at Yale estimate the price tag for a typical middle-class American family will be in the extra $3,500 every year. These prices will hit nearly every item from electronics to clothing to food. This will especially be true of anything produced in China, which is a key source of metals, toys, machineries, and plastics. For Americans in the lower income brackets, the situation is worse. Experts predict that they will feel the pain of the tariffs even more because so much of their actual income goes toward essential items. And one more thing that is going to feel the impact of tariffs is that of prom dresses and wedding dresses. The result, a trip to the bride shop where a bride might find a resale dress hoping to find her dream dress.
Sucked in, hyphened up.
Do we need to tuck those in a little bit?
Yeah. Finding the perfect dress isn't easy.
I need an approval.
But now selling them could become a lot more challenging.
It's going to impact everybody. It's just going to pop.
Christine Sambalist is the owner of Bridal Box in Roseville,
I am obsessed.
a family-owned store where brides-to-be can find the exact dress they're looking for.
I call it the Bridgerton dress. It definitely makes a statement.
Yeah. But getting those gowns through the door has become a lot more costly.
I got 24-hour notice yesterday from a designer that now everything ordered from today on is going to be 20% more for me.
It's an expensive bill and one that Christine does not want to pass along to her customers. A move bride-to-be Juliet Hamaker says deserves support.
Our local business is just right down the street, so we've been passing by this shop for 5 years now, and finally someone's able to get married, and we're going to come in and support them too.
What's in right now, the clean look.
While Christine refuses to charge more, she may have to make a few adjustments.
Weddings are super expensive as it is. I might have to do less discounts or less sales.
And this little bag.
For those too young to get married, Article Consignment Boutique has everything you're looking for when it comes to getting ready for prom.
I have something that, a teenage gal may want for prom. I also might have that Gucci handbag that her mom might find when she's here as well.
Since everything here is on consignment, they don't need to charge extra on dresses. Even they expect a boom in business.
We don't have to wait for it to be, going through customs and tariffs and all of that stuff. It's already right here in your closets.
The 10% off would be $17.
Amid uncertainty,
I think this is it.
you can't put a price on love.
Are we saying yes to the dress?
We're saying yes.
Paired with the perfect dress.
Well, Val, I certainly hope those brides find their dresses because spring is in the air, and that means
Weddings, and it's so true. When it comes springtime weather, there is no better person to talk about it than our own Kayla Bumpus. Kayla, what is in store for us?
Luckily for those brides-to-be and anyone else who feels like they're cold-blooded like me, it is warming up and starting to feel like spring in Denton. Right now it is 83 degrees, feeling the same with the sun out, very lovely with wind speeds at 9 miles per hour. Now tonight it will be a little bit windy. We will see clear skies. It's going to slow down to 7 miles per hour at 72 degrees, feeling the same. Now tomorrow it's going to warm up a bit to 75, feeling the same with wind speeds at 8 miles per hour, but we will get to enjoy that beautiful sun. Now, with all of this talk of lovely spring weather, this weekend would be a great time to be out and about. Edison, you have the rundown of just what is on for this Saturday?
that is exactly right, Kayla. With this beautiful weather, why not get out and enjoy the weekend? Head over to the Denton Community Market, held every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You wouldn't suspect it from the parking lot, but that area transforms into a sprawling market featuring over 50 vendors. And if that doesn't interest you, you can hop on over to the Denton Egg Extravaganza, an event packed with bounce houses, food vendors, arts and crafts, face painting, and an Easter egg hunt featuring over 50,000 eggs. Enjoy free photos with the Easter Bunny and check the age-grouped egg hunts, starting with the sensory hour from 9 to 10 a.m. Be sure to bring your favorite basket for some family fun, and then you can check out the Denton Putt-Putt Extravaganza, a free mini golf tournament this Saturday from noon to 5 p.m. in downtown Denton Square.
Could open carry be allowed on the fairgrounds? Learn more about what's behind the proposal.
And the newest addition to Denton's fire department is here. Stay with us.
I use Flex to buy my favorite snacks.
I use Flex to get me through my mornings.
I use Flex at my favorite campus restaurants. I love how Flex is a cashless payment method and can be used at all campus dining venues.
So, how do you use Flex?
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike is gone.
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
Texas lawmakers are considering new legislation that would allow licensed gun owners to carry firearms at the State Fair of Texas. According to KXAS, the bill would fine contractors who prevent legal gun carriers from bringing firearms onto government-owned land, like Fair Park in Dallas, where the fair is held. The current ban was put in place after a 2023 shooting at the fair's food court, injuring 3 people. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton says that the ban violated state law and Second Amendment rights, since the fairgrounds are city-owned property. But the Texas Supreme Court ultimately upheld the ban. Now, Senate Bill 1065 aims to overturn that decision. If passed, it would go into effect September 1st, just weeks before the year's state fair, which runs from September 26th to October 19th.
Taking a closer look at government factors a lot closer to campus is the recent announcement of the 2025 through 2026 SGA election winners. ntTV had the chance to get an exclusive first look interview with our next student government leaders.
As we approach the end of the semester, we have finally reached the end of SGA campaign season, and now a few students have found themselves being the next face of the UNT student body.
I just want to say again to all the students, we're here for you. We're here to support you guys. Please come out to us. Please let us know how we can support you. Let us know your problems and we'll help you. We are here for you guys at the end of the day.
Do what you can, do what you believe, and do what you're passionate about. Because this job is not easy. And you got to be prepared to what's to come. And for any future SGA, exec that wants to be in it, just be prepared.
Safety is the most important thing, and that's what I want us, this administration, to implement. Safety, making sure that students feel safe, that to go to classes, to go to their calls, not worrying about oh my God, who's been chased, who's chasing them. So that's what I'm excited for.
With big plans and policies for their term, the Dugarity-Sanchez administration will officially take place starting June 1st.
Go Mean Green!
Speaking of campus safety, the Denton Fire Department has a new addition to their garage.
But not just another regular fire truck. Our live shot reporter Alexandria Teeters is live with more. Alexandria?
Thanks, Valentina. I'm here at Fire Station 1 in Denton, the new home of Texas's first fully electric fire truck. The push-in ceremony is here tomorrow, where you can help wipe off the new engine and push it into place. After that, the truck will officially be in service. The truck will sit on site of Hickory Street Diesel Plant, Denton's first electric plant. Local firefighters here refer to it as the powerhouse. Denton's commitment to innovation and sustainability marks a new era for emergency response in the city. This era also furthers Denton's commitment to being eco-friendly. That's all I have for you tonight. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Alex. Now, how about those fire trucks watered down the sun? I am dying. It's so hot.
Val, it has been extremely hot. Literally, I woke up from my dorm this morning. I go out and I wear sweatpants, but I had to go back and immediately change.
I know. I had an umbrella with me this week, hoping it would rain, but now I just used it to cover myself from the sun. It's been crazy.
Oh my gosh, but it has been raining a little bit, but I wonder if it's going to rain this weekend. So let's head over to Kayla Bumpus with an exclusive look.
Now, it's not quite looking like we're seeing any rain yet, but it is warming up here in North Texas. Right now, it is 85 in Bowie as well as Graham, 84 in Decatur and Fort Worth, 85 in Stephenville. Across the state, pretty similar, 70s and 80s, 83 in Shreveport and 84 in Houston, 86 in Abilene and 77 in Amarillo. Let's take a look at this week's forecast. As we can see, we are getting to enjoy some sun tomorrow. A high of 80 and a low of 51. Saturday, some clouds will appear, a high of 84 and a low of 62. Sunday, there will be some more sun, a high of 93 and a low of 66. Monday, a high of 79 and a low of 52. Tuesday, a high of 76, a low of 54. Wednesday, a high of 84, a low of 62. And Thursday, a high of 87 and a low of 60. That's all I have for now. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Kayla. And with the amazing weather coming up, there is no better activity than a weekend getaway. This past week, I visited Augusta Vin, a local winery, and I have all the information you need to plan your next escapade. Summer in Fredericksburg means wine, views, and vineyard escapes, and Augusta Vin is checking every box.
Augusta Vin undoubtedly is the most beautiful winery here in the Hill Country. That's predominantly what sets us apart. So not only are we the most beautiful, but our wine matches the beauty in this beautiful property. We have probably the most varietals of any winery. I think we have 47 or 48 varietals right now.
The vineyard provides a variety of bold reds, crisp whites, a mix of rosés, and sparkling wines, all homegrown.
We are a state-grown winery. We're predominantly. With that, the tariffs don't affect us. Here, we're protected because we grow our own grapes. We have grape to glass.
Every corner of Augusta Vin tells a story, from the handcrafted wood beams to the perfectly lined vines outside. It is a place where the setting is just as thoroughly curated as the wine itself.
As we get into the summer, in my opinion, the best time to visit the vineyard and maybe try out our new vineyard tour is going to be mid-August. The first week of August, our white grapes come off. Some of the grapes are still on the vines, so you have the chance of actually tasting the grapes.
If you are a wine lover or just looking for your next Texas adventure, Augusta Vin delivers the full sensory experience.
So right now we are in the process of starting some new tours. One tour that is solely vineyard focused. Then we will also have a production tour. And then it's in the plans to actually start oak barrel tour as well. So we have the ability to make estate wines fully grown right here.
Go check out the wineries on Fredericksburg Monday through Friday, and on the weekends they close at 6:30 p.m. This was Valentina Rojas with ntTV.
I'm all about Augusta Vin.
It was such a fun experience, and the wine, spectacular. If you or anybody you know want to explore the vineyards, go to Fredericksburg and enjoy some wine this weekend. Now, while fine dining and wine sound amazing, we certainly don't want people drinking and driving. That's what Uber is for. But even in the best of times, anybody can sometimes forget their stuff in those ride shares. ntTV's Evans and Frankie Love is out and about with more about what just people leave behind. And from what I hear, it can be quite a surprise. Evanson?
Thanks for the ride. And thanks, Valentina. Uber seems to have become more interesting than just a quiet ride. It's common for people to leave behind personal items in Ubers. Items like phones, keys, and wallets are nothing out of the ordinary. However, Uber has recently shared some uncommon items that have been left behind in 2024. That list includes a mannequin head with human hair, 10 live lobsters, a chainsaw, and even more odd items. It doesn't stop there. Food and luxurious items including a gold Rolex and 175 hamburger sliders were all left behind. The top 3 most forgetful cities were New York, Miami, and Chicago. I'm just happy Texas is not in the top 3. I mean, I've forgotten my wallet and keys before, but never some lobster. That actually sounds pretty good for dinner. Unfortunately, now's not the time for that, so back to you guys at the desk.
Free food, full hearts, and it's all happening here in Denton. Stay with us to learn where.
Learn who the 6 famous women are headed for the stars this month.
Hey you! Yeah, you. Tax day is right around the corner, and the IRS has free resources to help you. Just visit their website or contact our volunteer income tax program at 800-906-9887. You don't want the IRS knocking at your door. Whew, I guess it's too late for you. Pay now or pay later with interest. File your taxes.
Are you looking for a fun club with travel opportunities? Dive into the UNT Swim Club. Practicing Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Pole Recreation Center. We accept members at any skill level. For more information, reach out to us at unt.swimclub on Instagram.
All right, Val, what's your favorite food? Because personally, mine is mac and cheese.
Aren't you lactose intolerant?
Yeah, but I can tolerate any food as long as it's free.
Well, I know somewhere on campus where you can satisfy that craving. Our segment anchor Isabel Smith is in the studio with more. Isabel?
Thanks, Edison. If you're ever wanting some free lunch and friendly faces, I found a student organization that does just that. Let's take a look. Every Wednesday, the UNT Baptist Student Ministry Building is filled with faith, conversation, and free food. Every week, the BSM hosts Free Lunch Wednesdays, allowing all students to have a hot meal without having to worry about the cost.
We looked at it as an opportunity to serve the campus. We know that a lot of students may not have financial means to eat all the time, or there might even be food insecurity, so having a free meal that is provided by local churches is a great way for students to get the nourishment they need and not have to pay for it and hurt financially for it.
The lunches are held every Wednesday at noon and are sponsored by churches in the local Denton area, as well as the BSM itself.
So we have a lot of partner churches through the Denton Baptist Association and other contacts. They will most likely come out here and they will bring a meal and provide that meal, and they'll bring their own members from their church to serve for us. And so that's when we are just able to have conversations with people about what we do here.
And while the free lunches are meant to get people in the door, the real mission of the BSM, according to Director Eric Bean, is to connect students closer with God.
We view ourselves as a mission to the campus. We want to meet students, help them, serve them, and do anything we can to just help UNT have an atmosphere that it supports student leadership, creates a place where students can be involved as a student, but also pursuing Christ, pursuing God.
For more information on the UNT BSM and for information on their upcoming events, visit untbsm.com. Reporting for North Texas Television, I'm Isabel Smith. These lunches are going on every week until the end of the semester, and let me tell you, the food is phenomenal. And I will definitely be back next week. But right now, that's all for me. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Isabel. Now, Val, I have some exciting news. The first all-female flight crew in over 60 years will take off on Monday.
Okay, talk about female empowerment. This fully autonomous 11-minute spaceflight will launch here in Texas.
The 6 women going up includes journalist Gayle King, music artist Katy Perry, Jeff Bezos' fiancée Lauren Sanchez, film producer Carrie Ann Flynn, former NASA rocket scientist Aisha Bowe, and bioastronautics research scientist Amanda Wynn.
Oh my God, Katy Perry? We better get a music video out of this. But I cannot wait to see these amazing women reach the stars on Monday at 10 a.m. Talking about women in space made me think about women in sports.
Well, the Dallas Wings are #1 in the WNBA draft. That is very exciting.
With March Madness wrapping up, there are so many good prospects.
Let's go over to our sports reporter, Jalen Alexander, for more information on Dallas's WNBA, NBA, and the NFL.
That's right. Luka returns to Dallas, but this time in purple and gold. We've got highlights from his emotional homecoming. Plus, the Cowboys making moves weeks ahead of the draft. And could a college superstar be headed to the Metroplex? Stay with us and find out next.
I wonder what's on the radio today. I don't know about this. This is not it.
Everything alternative, commercial free. 88.1 Indie.
Here at KNTU, we have 2 traditional stations, 88.1 Indie and KNTU Jazz. We've also recently launched an internet radio station called Mean Green Hits. If you want to hear more, you can check us out at MediaNorthTexas.com.
That was pretty good.
Last night, it was a homecoming of sorts for Luka Doncic, but this time wearing a different jersey. Luka returned to Dallas for the first time since his blockbuster departure, facing off against his former team in a highly anticipated matchup at the American Airlines Center. It was an emotional night for Doncic as he stepped back onto the court where he became a household name. The crowd offered a mix of cheers and boos, but the moment was electric. Luka didn't waste time reminding the fans what they used to have, dropping 45 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. In the end, it was Luka's new squad that walked away with the win, 112-97. But for the fans and former teammates, the night was more about the memories than the final score. It's April now, and if you're a Cowboys fan, you know it's draft season. The Dallas Cowboys have made some key moves leading up to the 2025 NFL Draft, signing offensive tackle Sadiq Charles, adding depth to their offensive line. They also acquired quarterback Joe Milton from New England, giving them another developmental piece behind Dak Prescott. With the 12th overall pick, Dallas is expected to target wide receiver, with Texas's Matthew Golden rumored to be on their radar. And linebacker DeMarvion Overshown is making history as the first Cowboy to wear number 0, embracing the number with pride after his rookie year was cut short by injury. The Dallas Wings hold the first overall pick in the upcoming 2025 WNBA Draft, scheduled for Monday, April 14th. This marks the first time in franchise history that the Wings have secured the top spot selection, having won the draft lottery in November 2024. The Wings are widely expected to select UConn star guard Paige Beckers with the number 1 pick. Beckers recently led UConn to a national championship and had been recognized as a generational talent, drawing comparisons to WNBA legends. In addition to the first overall pick, the Wings hold 4 more selections in the draft, including the 12th and the 14th pick. This positions Dallas to significantly improve their roster as they aim to return to WNBA contention. That's all I have for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Jalen. Now, Val, I have a crazy story to share with you.
Yes, please share it with me.
Okay, so I was walking around campus with my camera yesterday, and this group of ladies saw me and asked me to take their photo.
Aww.
After talking with them, I discovered that they are all UNT alumni from many years ago who were touring UNT.
Oh my God, I love that. Did they share any stories with you about their time here?
So many. They told me how when they were students here, UNT was actually called North Texas State University, and back then, female students were required to always wear dresses.
That is so cool, and I am so happy that they had a chance to visit their alma mater and unite with each other. Now, thanks for watching ntTV Nightly News.
Join us again next week here on North Texas Television.